Welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3. We have just defeated the Pain, the first of the Cobras that we've come across. He was this crazy bastard who shot bees out of his mouth. But, whatever. Not that big of a deal. But he was the first one to go down, and unfortunately he didn't really do too much talking after we took him down. No real backstory revealed about him or anything like that. So we're going to have to move on without having any sort of connection to the bosses that we're fighting in this game. Okay, we're about to leave the cave. You see daylight up ahead. No more torch for this game. You can still carry around the torch and use it if you want, but it doesn't do you any good. And actually kind of like defeats the purpose of having your camouflage on. What in the hell is that? Now, I know this game's supposed to take place in 1960 something. 1962 or 4 or whatever. I think 1962. So having these guys flying around on these weird little platforms seems a little bit unusual. Especially for a game that's supposed to take place a number of years in the past. I mean, that's the kind of technology we don't even see nowadays. But they've gone and, I mean, it is a Metal Gear game. I mean, you're not going to see something like the Shagapop existing either. But whatever. See if we have any food left. Oh, all of our food's spoiled. Look at that. Let's eat it anyway.
Ugh, it's rotten.
Ew. Ew, you did it again.
Ugh, it's rotten.
This is why you'd sometimes want to tranquilize your prey, because it doesn't rot if it's still alive.
This is rotten.
Also, if you get any prepackaged food like noodles or rations, they don't go bad. Just get rid of all this garbage. Okay, it can be a little bit of a problem if you have eaten rotten food. Snake will get sick. He'll start making noises, his stamina will be reduced, or something like that. So what you want to do is go in here and spin Snake around a whole bunch of times. It will make him dizzy. And then once you get out of this, let's go back to the game. He'll puke! And then he'll feel better. Oh, damn. That just seems wrong. Gotta burn. And put a bandage on it. Watch out for the other mines, because that kind of sucked. We do have a mine detector, so let's go pull that out. We just picked that up. How convenient that we discovered a mine detector in a friggin' cave. Get rid of something we don't need. Pick something. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is a mine close by. Got it. No more mines. Ah, jeez. Might be a good idea to use the torch right about now. Damn cats. Now let's get the hell out of this cave. Continue on with the game. There's some light at the end of that tunnel. Oh, wow. That was close. Can't pronounce that name. Ooh, look at this place. Yeah, let's make a round of Coda conversations.
I see you found your way to the aqueduct. If you follow it to the north, you'll come to a warehouse used for transporting supplies. Pass through the warehouse, and you'll come out into a forest. The lab where Sokolov is being held is directly to the north of that forest, so head north.
I see you've caught a Thai cobra. The Thai cobra is a large venomous snake that carries an extremely potent neurotoxin. Be careful not to get bitten. If you do get bitten, go into the survival viewer right away and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The Thai cobra originally comes from Indochina, Thailand, and southern China. The ones in that area were probably imported as pets and research subjects before they escaped and turned feral.
Not as food.
Come again?
They weren't imported as food,
They're not for eating.
so they don't taste good then.
That's not my point. It's not a matter of whether they taste good or not. People don't raise snakes for food, period.
Okay. So you're saying they might be good to eat, right?
Only one way to find out.
You say they have flying platforms out there? Flying platforms are a type of personal VTOL aircraft.
They were working on those in America too, weren't they?
Yeah, back in the 50s. They were supposedly going to be used for scouting and patrol missions, as well as to spot for artillery units and transport troops into rough territory. They even got an initial prototype off the ground in 1955. But the thing wasn't fast enough, and there were problems with getting it to stop and turn in midair, so they ended up scrapping the project. The ones you see there were built by the Soviets after they got their hands on the American design plans. The American model used a pair of contra-rotating rotors to generate lift, but those Soviet models seem to be using jet engines instead. They must have kept going with their research after the US abandoned its own project. Now they've finally overtaken us. You gotta give them credit for sticking with it. If you get spotted by an enemy riding a flying platform, they'll go into alert phase. The flying platforms themselves don't seem to be armed, but the pilots are carrying Scorpion submachine guns and grenades. The recoil on the Scorpion is low enough so that they should be able to fire one-handed in full auto mode. That gives them some serious firepower.
You want to save? Hold on a sec. Hey, Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
No, can't say I have.
It's about this expedition that goes to the planet Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the last expedition, Dr. Morbius. Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter Altera and the versatile Robbie the robot. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the Monster from the Id. The special effects they used for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
I'm more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother hiding or wearing camouflage.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Alright, Sigan went through a little bit of a deal about how those flying platforms were something that the Americans designed, but they couldn't get to work right, and the Soviets went to work on it, and they managed to get it to go. So, I guess it's a little bit of an explanation there. And a little bit of an explanation of what this river is about. This is, they say it's an aqueduct, but I picture an aqueduct as being something that's intentionally constructed. Frog. And this looks a little more natural to me. But they use it for transporting supplies. Like, I guess on the boats on this little river, and they float them down. Now, if you want to avoid these things, You move a lot quicker if you dive in the water and you swim through. If you try walking it, there's a good chance the searchlights can see you. Oh, now over here we have... Oh, we're gonna have to do something about that guy. Now, you don't really have to, but even if you use the tranquilizer gun and you shoot him with the tranquilizer, he'll lose control. There we go. No, I didn't tranquilize him there. I shot him with the 1911. But even had I tranquilized him, I'm pretty sure he'd still die. Let's get out of here before we have too much backup coming our way. You can swim underwater in this area here. You don't have to walk through like I'm doing right now.
Get your hands off me. I'm not going anywhere.
Really now? How many times must I tell you?
Ow!
Tanya!
Each time you resist, your lover will suffer the consequences. Is that clear?
Vulcan. Damn you!
Seriously, dude? Vulcan's a bit of a freak.
Hold it right there, traitor. Let's find out just how lucky you are. Watch closely. One of these 3 guns has a single bullet in it. I'm going to pull the trigger 6 times in a row. Are you ready?
It's like the weirdest kind of Russian roulette I've ever seen. And he wets himself.
Huh. Looks like your luck hasn't run out yet.
There's no such thing as luck on the battlefield. You'd better stay in line from now on. The Cobras will take care of him.
Why would you do such a thing?
Has the CIA dog been disposed of yet?
The pain is dead.
What? He may be a child, but he's definitely one of yours. I fear Khrushchev may have a hand in this. We have no time to lose. You must eliminate him before the final test.
Don't worry. They'll be able to handle it.
Oh boy. It's hell on wheels.
I'm leaving him to you, the field.
The old man is always sleeping. Is he all right?
The end is saving what life he has left in him for battle. Normally, he's dead. But he'll wake up when the time is right. And when he does, it will be the end for the boy.
Yeah. Sokolov isn't worth your love. You can entertain me until the rain stops. Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
The sorrow, is that you?
Now, something interesting to note at this point is you can actually affect the future part of the game. If you have the appropriate weapons or good enough aim or whatever, you can actually shoot the end from here. Now, I don't have like a sniper rifle or anything, but I'm pretty sure you can still make it with one of the grenades or the pistol. He's right over there. You don't actually have to completely kill him either. You can just do a little bit of damage, and it'll affect him later when you go through the boss battle against the end. Now, I screwed this up a little bit. I didn't have the right camouflage or anything like that. So I got discovered. And now I have this ridiculous action sequence here. Now the reason why I'm not running around shooting everybody, there's two reasons why I'm not running around shooting everybody. One, the amount of people that you kill in the game is going to have an effect on a boss battle later on. And two, if you gun a guy down with your real guns, they have a tendency to disappear. And then they sort of respawn, and you have to fight them again, or fight a new enemy in their place. But if you go and you tranquilize them instead, they stay unconscious. Oh, there we go. So you may see me doing a lot of knocking guys out instead of killing them. Oops. Ooh, night vision goggles. Let's do a little bit of a save. And this episode is going to come up on 20-some minutes. So I'm going to save it here and then end the game.
You want to save? Hold on a sec. Snake, have you seen Earth versus the Spider?
Nope.
It's about this spider that suddenly mutates into a giant monster. They bring it into the city in a state of hibernation, but it wakes up and starts wrecking the place.
So why did the spider turn huge?
I told you, it suddenly mutated.
Yeah, right.
Snake, it's people like you that take all the fun out of watching movies. Always nitpicking and taking things too seriously. Honestly, why even bother? Look, the important thing isn't that it got big.
Then what is important?
The fact that there's a huge spider destroying the city. Suspend your disbelief. That's the whole point of movies.
Well, she sure loves her movies. Well, thank you and goodbye.